Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We want to take a look at the daily chart briefly, take a quick look at Bitcoin dominance and USDT dominance as well, and then we go and take a look at the 1 hour chart, the short-term chart, to see if there are any changes or what we need to be watching for on the weekend, right? So here on the daily chart, this is the Elliott Wave structure from the March high pretty much, okay, and we've seen this corrective pullback to round about 50k, 49k in August, and since then quite an aggressive rally, not impulsive. It is a so-called corrective rally, which is labeled in 3 waves at the moment in the white count: wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and then in the blue count this can already be considered a 5-wave move up. Now we don't know which one it is, but as I said before, I prefer actually the white scenario, in which one more 4-5 pattern is actually needed to complete circle 1. Yeah, and with this 5-wave move up, we have an indication that actually really on the 5th of August a somewhat substantial low formed that would require additional confirmation through the next pullback, obviously, right? So when we have 5 waves up, the next pullback should be a 3-wave move, hold a higher low or form a higher low, and then from there we can look for higher prices. Yeah, that's at the moment what we're watching for. Not saying the pullback has definitely started. It's not moved in the last couple of days. You know, the price hasn't moved in the last couple of days, so we're gonna take a look at that on a smaller time frame. So not really anything happened, but the market is just holding above the trend line. We're holding above this red trend line, and I shared with you, however, yesterday the relevant levels to watch should the price go any lower and show a pullback. Then there are some levels to watch on the 1 hour chart. Here on the daily chart, there are two Fibonacci support areas to watch. Actually, I can make the upper one a little bit smaller. We don't need that. So if this is the white scenario and we see a pullback back below the red line, then it's the area between 59,780 and 64,728 that's going to be relevant. That would be for wave 4. Ideally, a wave 4 wouldn't break below the 61.8 retracement. Okay, and we can then watch for a rally in wave 5 from that support area. Now, in the blue scenario, we are watching for a deeper pullback into the area between 60,258 and 53,768. This is a deeper pullback, which would be for a deeper wave 2. So it's either the wave 4 or the wave 2. Both are corrective pullbacks and both suggest upside continuation. Now, I promise we're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance as well, because this is still rising. And the question is, do we reach a top at some point? Well, it's always difficult to, let's say, to try to predict when such a rally ends. But so far, I haven't confirmed the top yet. And this still looks a little bit like an internal third wave, the way, in that aggressive way that we're going higher. And it could be an internal third wave in that 5th wave. The support area doesn't need to be adjusted, but it's currently at around 56.96%. So any break below 56.96% would suggest that we've actually topped. That would be the first indication. The rally is quite aggressive at the moment. We've seen that throughout the entire cycle. Bitcoin is just outperforming altcoins across the board. Of course, that's generalized. And the next main resistance level is the 64.4% level. It's the 78.6 retracement. Looks quite likely that the price gets there. Doesn't mean we couldn't go any higher. We could, yeah, we absolutely could. It's just that this here is the standard resistance area for such a wave 2. Anything higher than that, of course, possible. And until we get a break below support, there is no top in place. The trend is currently up, and it's been up throughout the entire cycle. Wanted to take a quick look at USDT dominance, because this is one that we took a look at in one of our member live streams last couple of weeks. By the way, our next member live stream is on Sunday, 5 p.m. UTC, if you want to join the conversation. and learn about Elliott Wave, feel free to check it out. The links for our membership are in the description. USDT dominance is important because when USDT dominance is going down, it means that the, some funds are flowing from, let's say, more, people perceive them as safer. The funds are flowing from stable coins, right, into cryptos. Now, Bitcoin dominance is then used to determine, okay, where's that money flowing into? And it's mainly Bitcoin. So, but funds are flowing, or have been flowing, since August, where we had a local top and we reached that 61.8 retracement. They've been flowing back into crypto. Okay, so this is still a trend that's still ongoing. We're still printing lower lows and lower highs. But the decline is not impulsive. Okay, it's not impulsive. It looks different to, this year, right? This looks somewhat aggressive at least. That was the decline between August 23 and March 24. That was quite aggressive. What we've seen here isn't really so aggressive, I have to say. So please note that we haven't yet really confirmed the top, but the trend is still down and we're holding below a trend line. Definitely something to observe. And now the trend will break again. We will move back into an uptrend once we start to print higher highs and higher lows. I'd say specifically if we break above these previous highs at 5.95% and 6.5%. I don't find that very convincing yet. Now let's take a look at the smaller time frame. Here on the smaller time frame chart, the idea is that we could have topped in that third wave or wave 1 that I showed you yesterday. No, not only yesterday, I showed you that on the daily chart just now, right? And we could be in this wave 4 pullback or wave 2 pullback. Again, I shared with you those levels. Also here we can hide the 38.2 retracement, no need. And we could be on our way here in this internal wave 4, which is an ABC structure. In the wave 2, we could be dealing with a larger ABC, but we're still hovering above that trend line. So we need to stay below the newly added resistance area to really, continue here with this roadmap. Because any break above resistance would mean that we're likely moving up in an extension of wave 1 or an extension of wave 3. I just, obviously we talked about throughout the last couple of days about further direct upside continuation, even though it's not needed, but the risk for a dip is now high. The upside continuation can still happen directly. It would simply be seen as an extension of wave of 3 in white. We have it on the daily chart. On the daily chart, we can see the next upside levels at 78K so that you know what could be expected next. I'm simply showing you the levels that matter should the price dip below this week's lows, and should the price break below the trend line, then the first area to watch is between 64,278 and 66,990. And what will be important then to watch is first of all, today, I don't know, I think we're gonna move probably between support and resistance a little bit. I'm talking about the trend line and resistance. I don't expect major moves today or on the weekend, right? But then pay attention to the blue support area. If we go higher, 78K. I haven't got any clear signal that we are going up further, but I'm watching for a bit of a bounce there, at least in wave C of B in white. That doesn't need to happen necessarily today. I think it's going to be a bit of a slow day. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. If you're interested in finding out more about the memberships, you can find a video on our channel. It's a channel trailer that explains the memberships and the extras and how you can connect to Discord. Also on our website, you can find that. And then, if you want to join the conversation with our live streams, talk about crypto, talk about Elliott Waves, feel free to join the membership. Tomorrow, we've got our membership live stream at 5 p.m. UTC. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you like it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.